Now, this next one is an odd one because Ramiz Brahimaj, I think, has got a lot of potential. And he had a real rough one against, what's his name, when he got his ear severed.
Max Griffin. Yeah.
Ear injury. Aside from that, I mean, where he had that loss against Court McGee, but when he came in against Palatnikov, he looked really strong. He looked really dominant. And Gillmore's last fight, he just...
Was that Petrosky?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just got dominated on the ground. He didn't look like he had any answers for it. And I can just see Brahimaj doing the same thing to him. I can see him dragging him down and smashing him and beating him up. Because that Palatnikov fight he knew exactly what he wanted to do straight away. Within 30 seconds, he was on the floor. And for all of the fighting that Palatnikov did, there was no way he was getting out of that. He kept just adjusting and squeezing, adjusting. I can see exactly the same thing happening in this one.
Yeah, I was trying to kind of make an argument for Micheal, but I just couldn't. I mean, like you said, in his last fight, he struggled against Petrosky in that, like the grappling and wrestling, and just kind of got outpowered.
Yeah.
I think he looked good in the stand-up, but then I think like Brahimaj is at a higher level than Petrosky in the striking level, and I think, but yeah, I can just see Brahimaj just taking him down and dominating him like he did, against Palatnikov.
The only thing that I was watching with Gillmore is the way that he was standing against Petrosky. He was standing like he was waiting to throw his right kick, like he was holding it back, like that was his secret weapon. And I mean, if he is able to work the body of Brahimaj a bit, that might be a benefit to him. But I was impressed with his hands as well in the Court McGee fight. I know that obviously McGee is just an absolute nightmare to face, but he's got nice tight guard. He's got decent boxing, and I think that once he gets his hands on people, what is it? 4? So I've got 4 rear naked chokes, 3 guillotines, a Kimura, and an arm triangle. And poor old Micheal Gillmore is losing by a choke, a guillotine, a triangle, and another, a rear naked choke on the Ultimate Fighter. And then he got ground and pounded by Petrosky because he just had nothing to offer on the ground. I think Brahimaj is going to roll through him.
Yeah, I had Brahimaj.
Keeping his ears intact.
Yeah. I can't really think of a reason why I think Gillmore
I can see you trying.
Yeah.
I can see you trying.
Well, we met him in Fight Island because he was in the corner of Daquan Townsend and he trains out of, is it Murcielago?
Yeah.
MMA? So yeah, we kind of met all those guys out there, and he was telling us at the time that he was going on Ultimate Fighter and stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna have to pick Brahimaj.
Yeah.
Sorry, Micheal.
Yeah. Okay. One thing I am noticing is that he's going down a weight class for this one. He's fighting at welterweight against Brahimaj.
Okay.
Okay. That's an interesting turn of events. I'm still taking Brahimaj. I think he's a more technical fighter, but it may have been partly down to weight class. I mean, has he always been a middleweight? No, he wasn't. He was a welterweight earlier on. So when did he... Oh, hang on. We've got a catch weight. I wish fighters wouldn't bloody do this. It's so confusing. Hang on a minute. So we've got a loss in 2018 to Randy Patino. That was at welterweight. Then he did a catch weight at 165. Then he did a catch weight at 175. Then he fought at middleweight, which according to this is still 175, which makes no bloody sense. Then he was a middleweight on the Ultimate Fighter, and then a middleweight against Petrosky. But now he's back down at welterweight. Okay, I'm a bit more interested in this fight now. He might have a bit more of a stubborn takedown defense in this one based on size, because Brahimaj is not massive. I still think he's going to smash him.
Yeah, I'm still going to stick with Brahimaj.
Yeah. Anyone that gets elbowed against the fence and feels their ear and's like, that's not good, but wanted to carry on anyway. Fair play to him. Oh, dude, we've not been using the bloody screen.
Oh, with the stats.
Completely forgot about it. There we go. So there's the stats for the first one we've already picked. The reason why I thought of it is because I was just about to pull up UFC stats and check the height differences. Yeah, look, like 5'11", 5'10". There's only an inch difference, and the reach is the same. And that is a small reach for a welterweight. Average welterweight reach is about 74 inches, 74, okay. 75. 72 is usually like lightweight, featherweight, really. That's quite a short reach, that is, for both of them.
Yeah, I can't really see Micheal. It's a bit of a tough fight for him, to be honest. Like his first fight, like outside the contender series, sorry, the Ultimate Fighter. Considering he lost his both of his Ultimate Fighter season fights, yeah.
I think sometimes they bring these guys into, it's a bit like what we were talking about with the boxing the other day.
He quit his job as well to get on top.
Did he?
Yeah.
Fucking hell. Oh dear, I hope he can get it back. Poor dude. Brahimaj for the win.
Yeah.
3 wins by knockout out of 6 wins, 50% knockout ratio, but 9 wins by submission for Brahimaj. And I think all of Gillmore's losses, aside from one, are submission.